Hello, welcome to our today's episode. If you are new, this is the Building Consultant. We seek to challenge, educate, and inspire you on your journey of construction. I'm your host. My name is Sam Wanyoike, and I want to welcome you to today's program where we are looking at the monkey business in construction. Are there monkeys in construction? Monkeys don't construct. They are not involved in the construction. But we have lots of business, lots of activities that are happening in construction that are a bit fishy, that are a bit off, and they happen in sometimes without the knowledge of the developer himself or herself. So, which are those monkey business? But before then, if you are new, you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to our channel and click the like button to continue receiving more of these videos. Please also share your comments and your views in the comment section below. Four, we mentioned about the monkey business, the activities that are happening on site that are very mischievous. I want to say that construction in Kenya is a very growing industry and has attracted so many players that have come on board, be it the professionals that are acquired the rightful skill right from school and even getting from experience in construction. That is the people like architects, the engineers, the quantity surveyors, and the contractors. But we also have the skilled fundis that have learned the job on the ground. Besides them, we also have suppliers, the financiers, who are all coming to be able to ensure that the project is realized. Sadly, with the way the construction industry has been, there have been people who have come into play that somehow have ended up operating on some tricks that in order to gain, that have ended up being a loss to the person or the developer himself or herself. So who are these people that are doing the monkey business in construction? Number one are the suppliers. When they realize that a developer is not so knowledgeable, they have provided substandard materials to fabricate again. Some of these materials would include substandard ballast, substandard sand, or even walling stones, or even materials that will be required for finishing. In a sense, they want to maximize on the profit, so they get a substandard material at a cheaper cost, and then they come and sell that same material at the cost that will be the cost for a rightful standard material. Be very careful with the materials, the standard of materials that are being supplied on your site before you endorse that supplier. So if at all the supplier does not provide you the right standard of material, you can confirm this with the engineer on the ground or the architect on the ground or any other consultant that, for that matter, who is knowledgeable, be it the project manager or even the contractor, who can help you get the right quality of materials. And should it be not to the right standard, kindly you need to take action that would involve you rejecting that particular material and requesting for a rightful material to be provided instead. The second thing that a supplier would do, and here I'm not talking about all the suppliers, even though they supply the right materials, some of them provide less than what has been ordered. So they would talk of certain amount is what they are providing, but on the way they take off some of the materials. Seen some of these cases happen, and it will be very important for you as a developer to have somebody to counter check and to confirm that the materials the amount is as per what was requested for. So when you are whether you're buying timber, whether you're buying sand, whether you're buying ballast, whether you're buying walling stones, whether you're buying tiles, ensure they are the right amount and even in the good condition. Third area that we are talking of monkey business deal with the people who supply you with materials. There are people who do what I would call opaque market. These are people who do not give sufficient information as far as that product is concerned. In this case, I want to particularly refer to the new technologies, the new emerging technologies that are being marketed, that are being sold out there in the market. And some of these people do not give you the full details of that. They talk of a saving, but you need to do the math and to ensure that the saving is done right. If it is something that has a structural implication, kindly confirm that with the structural engineer. If it has an architectural implication, kindly confirm that with an architect, with your architect and with your engineer before you go and buy that product. Remember, these are just marketers, and you know in marketing it's about making the product to move. So before you buy that new technology or that new product that is in the market, please do your due diligence before you get it. Actually, also need to confirm with a quantity surveyor that talks about saving. Let's know what is the cost that would have otherwise been incurred if we went to the other way versus the new way that is being proposed by this marketer. So watch out for opaque marketers who do not give you full information, but rather hide in the name of saving or of time or money. Another people that you need to be watchful of are the fundis. The fundis. One of the things is there could be cases of ghost fundis. This is especially if you as a developer, you are not fully involved in your project. There is a likelihood of you getting ghost workers. These are people who didn't turn up. Their names are in the list of people to be paid, and this money goes to certain individuals who are in the project. So be watchful of ghost fundis. Ensure you have the proper list. Do your checks and confirmation, and I would really encourage you to have someone on the ground who can do that, who is trustworthy enough, who can continue to confirm, so that you do not pay for people who are not in the project, especially for the big project. Engage in a contract. Get a contract with contractor, so that the contractor is the one who pays his fundis directly. So it will be advisable for you to do a contract with your contractor, so that the contractor takes over the cost of paying the fundis, and you are only left with paying the contractor as per the contract agreement. So that will help you to minimize the aspect of ghost work. The other thing about fundis is where the contractor or say a foreman, or you get fundis that are inexperienced. These are fundis who will do you a shoddy job, and in the name of they can charge you cheaply. I witnessed a scenario whereby a developer replaced an experienced service provider or a team of experienced workers in a particular line. In this case, it was timber work, and he replaced a person or a team that were charging cheaply. And what was the result of this? So these people came and they took over the work, and the first instance, they did the work. Upon inspection, the work was seen to be missing satisfactorily completely, and so over and over repeating the work ended up costing the developer lots of money, and ended up chasing away that person and bringing back the old or the previous team that was there. So be watchful of people who come talking of cheap labor. I'm not saying that you go for expensive labor, definitely no. I want to talk of labor that you can guarantee of the output. Seek for good laborers from trusted others. You can source widely from the consultants themselves. They also have a list. They know people who can build very well, so you can inquire from such and be able to get a right team. The last thing that I would also want to talk about on the fundis is where you get fundis that want to take shortcuts, or fundis who want to bill for a longer period of time in order to make more from you. This is an issue, especially when you are operating as the main contractor or you are building without a contractor. So in this case, fundis would take advantage and do less and get the daily payment, and so you have to pay them for a longer period of time on a job that they would have done with less time. So be watchful of that, and you need to get proper guideline and proper advice from experienced foremen or contractors for that reason. You need to be careful of these people the fundis who will try to take shortcuts. There are times they want to finish their work quickly, and so they will take shortcuts and cover up some things, and then they leave. And when work is being inspected by the engineer or the architect, they come and realize that work was not done properly and it has to be repeated, while yet you have already paid this fundi and this fundi has gone or she has gone. So before you pay the fundi, make sure the work has been inspected by the right person, the right consultant, before you go ahead and pay these workers. So be careful of fundis who will take shortcuts in order to save their time, in order to get their pay and go. The last person or entity that I want to talk about are the consultants. They are people who come with a tag of being an engineer or being an architect just because they know how to draw, and you need to be very careful on the same. Why I'm saying that is because they are able to give you drawings, but they cannot facilitate the approval. They cannot facilitate the necessary steps that are required. And this means that you will have to look for another qualified engineer or qualified architect to do that job afterwards. So that means a double pay. So before you engage work consultants, kindly confirm whether they have the necessary papers, the necessary qualifications before they do that job that they have been called to do, and this will help you to get things done right from the word go. It becomes expensive when you have to bring an engineer who will draw, and yet the person is not qualified as an engineer, and then you get another engineer to come and get approval. So get things right from the word go. That's it for today. I hope it has been helpful to you, being able to know of the monkey business that is happening in construction and how to avert from such. Please keep on staying tuned and follow for more videos, and please don't forget to subscribe and to click the like button. Till the next show,